In terms of pitfalls, I definitely see two main ones when it comes to upsell and cross sell campaigns. Number one is just not understanding your customer journey in terms of not thinking about, not empathizing with your customer's experience with your brand or with your product. And that can happen a lot, especially when it comes to different marketing teams. You might have different marketing teams committed to acquisition, and so they're creating ads, and other ones are focused on email, and others are focused on SMS within this kind of broad umbrella of like lifecycle marketing. And so the end result can be marketing teams not coordinating with each other, and you as the customer almost get bombarded with messages of you've just onboarded, you have these kind of almost like to-do list of things to properly set up your account, or your first sort of delivery of whatever product you have. And then you're also getting messages to your phone or to your email account with different promotional messages, and it can kind of be overload as a consumer. So coordinating as a marketing team, making sure you know what you're doing is really important for sure, and very easy for marketers to kind of just want to go ahead and generate campaigns without thinking about the customer journey. And I guess leads into the second pitfall, which is just kind of running campaigns and not thinking about kind of an experimentation framework. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, generally, if your campaign's effective, it will help move the needle, either company metrics, whether it's upsell or cross-selling of products. But usually you'll kind of meet a little bit of a roadblock towards the end of your campaigns when, if you are being asked from another business leader, or perhaps maybe the CMO above your team, who says, this is all great, like I love all these campaigns we're running, but I need to communicate the business impact, the ROI of these campaigns. So what's the ROI? And if you hadn't thought about how to measure that as a marketer, that's where you might be a little bit in trouble, where you know that you've run these campaigns, you know that they've increased customer behavior and customer purchases. You don't have a kind of quantitative way of measuring that. And so that's kind of where it can kind of lead into a little bit of messy kind of results, especially if you're not quite sure which campaigns work the best. And then maybe later on, something has changed, your product has changed, your customer base has changed, and the same campaigns that you've been running, maybe they don't work anymore, or they're not as effective. And if you haven't kind of set up that experimentation framework, that can really not really kind of lead you to get stuck if you don't have kind of a plan B or a plan C to kind of lean back on.